Another ring in the Divine Dragon's hands. Still, not enough to turn the tide. I must sleep. Curse this feeble form of mine for plunging me into darkness. I pray that next time my waking hours will not end so soon. Sand? But what happened to all the snow? Where am I? Why does this keep happening to me?
What's up, adventurers? My name is Platinum Phoenix, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Engage. Last time, we helped protect the Soul Palace from Hortensia and 3 of the 4 hounds. And this time, we are actually taking a break from the main story to try to go unlock some special powers for our emblems. But before that, I actually want to run down over here because we have a new Somniel edition.
Wanna hang out?
Actually, technically, this appeared last chapter, but to keep this episode from being like 5 minutes long, I wanted to wait until now to go over it. Also, because last episode we actually got money from Psalm for protecting it, we can actually use this.
Well,
so,
hello,
welcome
Divine One.
to the flea market. And basically every time you come here, there is different items, and all of these are gifts that you can give to your friends and allies in order to raise your support level with them. And everyone has different liked items and different favorite items, and the more they like the items, the higher support levels you can get up to. She also sells steel ingots, which are very good, and I'm going to buy the rest of them from her. Unfortunately, the steel ingots are limited because if they weren't, I would spend all my money here. But that's basically all there is about the flea market. The one that runs it is obviously Tamara. And yeah, that's it. So the last thing we need to do here is do a support and bond conversations. So it looks like we have no support and we have 2 bonds. So let's go over the bonds.
So this is what you call potpourri?
Doesn't it smell lovely? It would make me so happy if you began to enjoy this world.
Hey, Yunaka, what do you think of this? Zappy!
Whoa! Be still, my heart. That was incredible! I don't get it, Professor. I abused your power. How can you pretend like that never happened?
I'm not pretending. I just don't see any reason to chastise someone who already feels remorse.
All right, for today's actual chapter, we are actually going to run all the way back to Brodia, because what we want to get into is right here. This is another paralogue in the Arena of the Gods. So let's go ahead and start the chapter.
What is this place, Lucina? I feel a magical power here.
This appears very similar to Arena Ferox. Most curious.
Ferox? That's a place from your world, right?
Yes. Ferox is a kingdom divided by east and west, with a militaristic Khan overseeing each. Every so many years, a fighting tournament is held to determine which Khan will rule them all. Arena Ferox is where I cross swords with my father.
He taught you swordsmanship, yes? It must have been an interesting, if fierce, bout.
Yes. It was a hard fight. He had no idea who I was and held nothing back. He'd trained me well, but that fight was when I first saw just how strong my father really was. That must be precisely why this familiar place was chosen as a trial ground.
Trial ground? What does that mean?
We each feel the extraordinary power here. Tell me what it feels like deep down.
It's almost like I'm sensing your power, but also like you're far away.
Well then, draw your weapon. Fight me. If you pass the trial, our bond will grow stronger. With a stronger bond, you will be able to draw upon more of my power as an emblem.
I hope I can learn as much in this arena as you did.
That's good to hear. However, it's going to require more than hope for you to win this battle.
You're going to be surprised if you think I'm only bringing hope to this fight.
That's the spirit.
Alright, getting into this fight, I find it very funny how she's like, you're gonna need more than hope to win this fight. We're going to pre-select our units because I don't want you, but I do want Ivy and all the way down here Hortensia, who has Byleth. And the reason I said it's funny that they said you're gonna need more than hope to win this fight is because, well, to be frank, this fight ends in one turn. I'm going to switch around Hortensia for Fram just so that they are over there. And Lucina's right here. She has 2 health bars and she does have a bow, so be careful with your flying units. But it's not like she's all that far away. And there's not a whole lot of units stopping us from getting to her either. So yeah, there's that. But let's go ahead and start this fight.
Don't hold back. Strengthen our bond. Fight with everything you've got.
Okay, so getting into this fight, like I said, this fight lasts 1 turn, and I want to go over, like I did all of the Divine Paralogs, the story of why this place is important and how Lucina is tied to it. But to do that, I kind of have to stall for at least a little bit. So,
I'll protect you.
the story actually starts out with Chrom, because Fire Emblem Awakening is mostly Chrom's story, and Chrom is Lucina's father. So Chrom goes to the East Khan of Ferox, Flavia, and requests her aid in fighting in the fight between Ylisse and Plegia, which is the main conflict at the beginning of Fire Emblem Awakening. And Flavia said that she would want to help, but she's not currently the ruling Khan, and in order for her to become the ruling Khan, she asked Chrom to be her champion and to try to win the tournament that takes place in the Ferox arena, as Lucina said. Chrom said that he would do it, and like I said, Flavia said that if he won, that she would help him in the fight against Plegia. But once in the fight, or once in the tournament, Chrom is confronted by the champion of the West Khan, Marth, who is actually Lucina in disguise. During the fight, Chrom notices that Lucina, aka Marth, or Marth, aka Lucina, is wielding the exact same falchion that he is, and funnily enough, while they're fighting, Chrom comments that Lucina's fighting style is very good, and she says that she learned it from her father, which again is very funny because she was fighting her father in that tournament.
Grant me strength.
And eventually Marth/Lucina was defeated, but even though she was defeated, she wasn't killed or anything, and Chrom, after the tournament, wanted to talk to her, but she had left, and it sets up her joining with Chrom and everything farther down the line within the game. But that's basically the entire storyline of them, and I'm actually going to engage Chrom right now to fight her. They don't have any specific dialogue because, well, to be frank, Chrom wasn't in the game when this was implemented, but...
What's wrong? You won't win just by standing there.
Your stance has no openings. I don't see how I could hit you, no matter where I strike.
Doubt will only dull your attacks. Trust in yourself, and come at me with everything.
Understood. Here I come!
And we could end this here, but yeah, I was gonna say I doubt it. Oh, never mind. We win. That's there's the fight. That's so funny. I did not think I was gonna crit there. If I didn't crit there, we would still win in one turn. I was just going to teleport Hortensia up and use Goddess Dance to make Phoenix attack again, but that wasn't even needed. So, there's your fight.
I lost. Your combat skills have grown admirably. Compared to when we first met, you've grown strong and become a formidable opponent.
Thank you. It is in no small part because of your guidance, Lucina.
Such kind words. If I helped you at all, then I couldn't be happier. There's a lesson there, you know? What one person can achieve on their own is limited.
I agree. I couldn't have come this far by myself. Everything I've accomplished has been thanks to those who have fought beside me.
I'm relieved to hear that. I feel my friends close by even now. Their spirits live on in me.
Their spirits live on.
The power of my bonds with them helped us to change a hopeless future, the same as you are now, with your own allies.
You're one of those allies, Lucina. Aren't you?
Of course. I'll fight with you until the very last.
Then we can't lose, no matter what the world sends our way.
You're right. Our bonds are far stronger than destiny.
And your reward for doing these paralogs is unlocking bond levels 11 through 20, meaning that Lucina can now rank up with every unit past level 10, which makes her leagues stronger than she was before. She is so much stronger and has the potential of becoming so much stronger than she has ever been up to this point, and is the main reason to do these paralogs. But that's really all there is. So I guess we're just gonna end this episode here. So I hope that everyone enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Next time, we're going to go do another Emblem paralog. But until then, happy adventuring.